It's Friday night, and what the fuck are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're sitting home dreaming about sweaty, built men in underwear. And who better to do it with than the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast? And here's your host, Iconoclast and Dick Taco.
Welcome to the newest episode of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast. I'm Iconoclast.
And I am your host, Dick Taco. We're doing it remotely again this week. The illness running through New Jersey here is ridiculous. But anyhow.
Yes. We should have better audio quality this week.
The audio quality, did you listen to the show for last week?
Yeah. You sounded fine. I sounded like shit.
Well, I'm also right in front of the mic. Well, in this, too, we just did the sound check. I backed the mic off a little bit, and I turned you down because you were, like, deafening after that. But whatever.
Now, I'm currently broadcasting from a bunker here on the front lines in the trenches.
You're doing that Walter Cronkite shit again.
Ah!
You were screaming a lot last week. Like, you're like, the fuck you say? You were like Sil on The Sopranos. I don't know. The fuck you say?
What's so funny, Gene? I don't care if your mama lives there. I don't care if your daddy lives there. I don't care if your mama lives there with your daddy. I don't care if your mama lives there with another man. Oh, slap them all.
Calm yourself, pal. But anyway,
I was having bowel issues last night while I was sitting on the toilet. I was sitting there just watching Dr. D. David Schultz promos.
Yeah, I heard your old man overflowed the toilet, though, afterwards at like 6 a.m. or something.
Don't even fucking talk about that. Anyway, do you have the format? Because like I said, I can't open shit up when I'm on a phone call here. I need you to do that.
Oh, all right. But if we're doing anything about, you got your computer right there. If we're doing anything as far as like previews of AEW, jump on and get the card up off of there. All right?
Wait, well, let me see. Well,
no, I don't care about doing that. You know, open it up.
Okay, well, for later, I'm getting the Dynasty preview.
Because that's this weekend, and we're going to be there. And we got to talk about what the fuck we're going to do as far as coverage. Because we're going to wind up doing, this show will be on, well, it'll be Friday right now. We're recording it on Sunday.
Well, because we're not going to be doing a show next week, at least a regular show.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, because I like to do some kind of live shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah! Yeah!
Calm down. You're going to sound like Zool coming out of the building in Ghostbusters.
The Dark Nihilus of wrestling.
Our Dark Nihilus.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't even talk. He's an eldritch.
That's an old thing they did on Stern when a guy was dressed like it. They played the soundbite for years. Because they're like, who are you supposed to be? He goes, I'm Darth Nihilus. And the guy was dressed like Darth Nihilus. It was like right after KOTOR 2 probably came out.
That's crazy, brother.
But anywho, you want to get into the news here?
Sure, can you? All right, I'm going to leave it to my correspondent here to pull it up.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll do the Fed first. There's not a whole lot, and we'll get that out of the way. But there is some interesting stuff I want to talk about. Like, I did see the Punk Rollins Reigns contract signing on SmackDown. I thought that
I didn't watch that.
All right, well, I'm going to break it down for you as only I can. The man that tells it like it is.
I know that they said that I know that the big thing was that it's going to main event night one, which
first of all, who didn't see that coming? I told you last year if he didn't get injured in the Rumble, him and Rollins would have done it. It had to be part of the deal for him coming back.
Yeah, because, like, to me, this just further makes the whole Jey Uso-Gunter feud pointless.
Oh, my God. Nobody. I mean, who is talking about that? Nobody. Not one fucking person.
This is why you can't have 2 world titles.
I agree. And how can one be the undisputed, like you said, if there's another one? And if it's so undisputed, what's all the fucking fighting about? It's like legally drunk. Well, if it's legal, what's the fucking problem? Leave my friend alone, officer. He's legally drunk.
Yeah!
Yeah. But anyway, nobody cares about Jey Uso versus Gunther. Not one fucking person.
Yeah.
Maybe little kids, they'll be like, yeet! Like, shut up. There's something wrong with you.
Do you see the thing where he botched doing like a dive outside of the ring? He just fell over. It was a Tonga Loa level botch.
Oh, wow. You know what bothered me? Let's talk about his brother for a second. I was watching a replay of the Rumble because Jimmy was in there for a minute.
Jimmy?
He had Big Jim on the back of his outfit. I'm like, Big Jim? That sounds like a guy at a truck stop that's like pulling people's arms out for free beer. I mean, not this little smelly Hawaiian fuck. I mean, come on.
What do you mean? What do you mean pulling people's arms out?
No, like the big guys at the truck stops, you know? Like, that's what he believes. Big Jim. Like, his gut, he's wearing a flannel shirt and suspenders, and his gut's hanging over, you know? He's got the Dickie Doo Award. His gut hangs farther over than his Dickie Doo.
That's crazy, brother.
All right. You know what I got on in the background right now?
What?
Hold on.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
The J Crown tournament, 1996. I have the whole thing.
Oh yeah, this is when they unified like every light, heavyweight, cruiserweight title in the world, right?
Yeah, Great Sasuke just won the last match against somebody I didn't really know who it was, but Ultimo Dragon just beat Jushin Liger.
Yeah, and then he ends up carrying around like 7 belts.
And one of them was the WWF belt from like...
Which makes no sense.
No, the early 80s, because it stayed over in Japan. They forgot about it. And then they saw it on TV and they wanted it back, and then they made the light heavyweight title with Taka Michinoku.
It's like the WWF Martial Arts Championship.
What do you mean the W? Oh, yeah. Didn't Antonio Inoki had that, and then Ricky Choshu had it, like, and then it became like then it became in the IWGP for somehow, didn't it?
I don't know.
It wasn't very fun. There was a WWF International Tag Team Championship too in the 70s.
To quote Dave Meltzer, I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking no. Probably spells no.
Or there was something where like Brian asked him about like Brian Alvarez asked him what his source was. Like, I can't say, I'll get shanked.
Yeah. All he has to do is stick that nose out. That would stop a fucking knife.
I still want to see Meltzer and Cornette in a tuxedo match.
Jim would kick his ass, even at his they're both of their advanced age. I would pay to see that, though. I told you, Heyman and Cornette in '89 is entertaining, and it's a fight. It's not like comedy. So,
that's crazy, brother.
But anywho, Hulk Hogan, cocksucker that he is. His Real American Beer Suite plans have been dropped from WrestleMania 41
like
in
Vegas.
Suite? Like you could get a suite, I guess. I don't know if it was with him or was sponsored by Real American Beer, but nobody fucking cares. And he got booed out of the building.
You could pay money to spend WrestleMania 41 with Hulk Hogan up in like a private box.
Yeah. If I wanted a private box, I'd want to be there alone. That's the idea of private. I don't want anybody in there.
Did you see the thing where there was like his Brooke Hogan and his ex-wife were talking about him?
Oh yeah, he's a big piece of shit. Like nobody knew that.
Yeah. Oh, wait. This could be Nick.
I feel like a pig, brother.
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta watch. We gotta watch about the pornographic material we talk about on the show.
I told you about when I actually found that last summer. I was so proud of myself.
You sent me the link, and it was like an actual porn site, and I'm like, I wanted a kid in my arm. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It was some like Russian website that I tracked it down on.
Well, I ain't seen it. It's awful.
Okay.
It's the first volume of home videos of bad fucking.
Because I remember you describing it to me, and you said it was.
I was
like
spot on. I was spot fucking on.
It was like in Batman Arkham, where you're going through the vents and you got detective vision.
And you look down. I said, just go to a nursing home, and which was foreshadowing because now I work at one, which is crap. But yeah, I was like, just go to a nursing home and film two old people fucking out of an air conditioning vent. That'll be the same thing. And was I wrong? Actually, what I said might have been better to watch.
Of course, the funniest part is that Hogan doesn't take off his bandana.
No, but it's like nobody knows he's bald. It's like when you pick on me for being bald. I'm like, do you think I don't fucking know that I'm bald?
No, because I pick on you for being bald because you project your own insecurity about it onto other bald wrestlers. Like, you hate every wrestler who's bald. And
I hate the way 90% of the wrestlers look these days. I told you that.
You don't like Moxley. You don't like Trent Beretta. You don't like Baron Corbin.
Bishop Dyer.
The No Man, Bishop Dyer.
Deacon Blackfire, whatever the fuck his name is.
Deacon Blackfire.
The easiest boss in Arkham Knight.
Is he even really a boss? I just remember him being up on top of like the Statue of Liberty thing, and him having like 30
he's got like Jack Ryder or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kidnaps Jack Ryder.
Calm down. You're gonna blow the fucking speaker. Parent company TKO goes private. Did you hear about that?
Wait, what?
TKO, that owns WWE?
Yes.
They went private.
How?
I don't know. I read about it the other day. Look it up.
They had that big thing when they formed on the fucking stock exchange.
That was a year ago.
What? Wait, but I don't get that.
I don't either. I mean, does that make you more money? I mean, it gets you more control. I'm sure it does, but I don't really know.
It makes the wrestling better. It makes the wrestling better. That's for certain.
Maybe that's why they're doing it. I don't know.
I know the wrestling still fucking sucks over there.
It's crazy, brother. Considering
the fact that the face of your company has all the personality of a slab of toast.
WWE planning all girls PLE. Yikes! That's gonna blow.
What was it called? Evolution? Like 10 years ago?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure if there was one, I didn't watch it. I'll tell you that. And that has nothing to do with equality or anything. It's just it bores me.
Oh, speaking of back to what we were saying, do you see this thing about Baron Corbin, Bishop Dyer? He's going to challenge for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I did see that, man. Poor Scott
They're doing a match.
Poor Scott D'Amore. He's fucking reaching.
Between him and Tom Latimer, which
Tom Latimer, right?
Saying, yeah, like a lot of people were saying that like if he won that match, Bishop Dyer, he would be like the best NWA champion in like 10 years. Since like Nick Aldis and Cody were fighting over it.
Yeah, that was only like 6 years ago. That was right before AEW started.
Yeah, because they fought over it at All In. That was one of the matches.
That's when Cody won it.
Yeah.
But they also fought at like 70th anniversary and shit like that. That was when NWA, that was when Kevin had sent me, the picture of the Rock and Roll Express of David Sandow. I'm like, what the shit is this?
Because I was just watching it yesterday, how bad it was just to see. And it's truly hilarious. We have Kerry Morton.
Yeah, that's Ricky's son, right?
Yeah, and Ricky Morton and some other rednecks were hanging out in a bar. Damian Sandow is like the new main eventer that they're pushing.
Yeah, but he was Aaron Stevens. He was under his real name.
Yeah,
Damian Sandow is a forgotten character, I think, in not so distant memory. But when he was Damien Mizdow and he was the partner with the Miz and he would just like mimic him like Tomax and Zaymot from G.I. Joe.
Ah! Yeah, Tomax and Zaymot where they would finish each other's
One
sentences.
would get hit, the other one would feel it no matter where they were. And he was Vincent Kennedy McMandow. That was funny. He was, oh my God. He was one of the few people.
There's also Team Rhodes Scholars.
Yeah, I saw them in Wildwood in 13.
Wait, really? They still did house shows in Wildwood in 2013?
They still do them now.
They do?
Yeah.
When?
Summertime.
We might have to go to that.
No, it's expensive, dude. I remember me and wife number 2, we spent $150 just to get in the door. And it was shit. You're sitting on bleachers. Main event was Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio in a Singapore cane match.
That's not as good as God. Who got their leg shattered? Mega Man Tom McGee versus
Jim Powers broke Jim Powers' leg.
Yeah. My fucking foot. I'm fucked.
That's exactly what he said. I was right up against the railing, like around ringside. Like, if you've never seen somebody try to tear somebody else's limb clean off, I mean, it was quite. I got quite an education that night.
Mega Man Tom McGee.
I mean, I don't think you saw Jim Powers forever after that.
Again, are you even sure they just weren't the same person? Like, I swear, like, all these wrestlers, they could just be the same person. Rick Martel and Tito Santana.
Dude, they were the tag champions for a fucking, like, I don't know, from like the spring of 87 until, like, for like a year. They lost to Demolition at the following WrestleMania.
They could have been a speed mirage.
For a fucking year?
Or
Eobard Thawne couldn't do that. What's with all the Flash references on this fucking show all of a sudden?
I was watching this one thing. I was watching NWA, and guess who was wrestling? Guess who it was?
Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony. I don't know.
Dun 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 dun.
Burchill?
Dun, dun. Yeah.
Holy fuck balls! Did he come swinging out like Earl Flynn?
No, he doesn't have any of the pirate shit. He just comes out. He's bald. He's
a hell of a wrestler, dude. He's a hell of a hand. He's on that Bryan Danielson American Dragon DVD I have against Bryan in Ring of Honor, like 2003 or 4.
He's got like black pants that go up to like his chest, like he's your oldest son.
They're big baggy pants, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's like Coco Beware in High Energy in like 1992.
What was High Energy? That was Coco Beware and Owen Hart.
Oh my God, that's where Owen's first music came from. Yeah, that was where his first music came from. He used that.
And then AEW has that now.
Yeah, but he used that other thing with the fucking siren when he was the Blackheart. That's how they got him to stay after Brett left. They all left except him. They're like, we're going to give you a push. We're going to give you the belt. You're going to have a little bit of a different personality. And then Shawn Michaels fucking shit on him in an interview and called him a nugget. So that's all people would chant when he came out. So that's when you realize that Owen, or this rendition of Owen, was not going to be main event material. So they had to put Shamrock instead for a little bit. And Shamrock, while technically sound, that was about it. You can't just have wrestling. Well, now you can, but back then you couldn't. You couldn't just be a good wrestler. You had to be able to talk.
All right, moving on through the news. Moving.
All right, the Punk Reigns Rollins SmackDown segment I was talking about. Like I said, who didn't see this coming about Punk closing the show? But which night are they closing? I could see them closing night 2 with this match anyway, because Cena and Cody, I don't care about neither.
No, there's no way they're only. There's no way they're. Oh, fuck!
What the hell are you doing?
I dropped my AirPod in the fucking toilet!
Just get it out!
No, I'm not going in there!
Well, don't flush it.
Mom, I dropped my one AirPod in the toilet! God.
My God. Why, is there shit in there?
No, it's clean! just, I can
Yeah,
only
wait a
hear
minute.
you
Have you
for
been in
one.
the can this entire time?
No, I went in there for one thing.
All right.
Now I can only hear you through my one goddamn ear.
All right. Calm down. Get off the fucking ledge. All right. It's all right.
I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm talking to you and my mother.
Oh my God, it's too good.
Oh God, fuck! My leg is fucking fucked.
Poor Jim Powers. Can you hear me? I'm going to continue to go here.
Yes, I can hear you out of my right ear.
Okay, out of your good ear. Good. All right. You're like, nah,
Yeah.
you only got the one good ear. You're like my mother. Anyway, who didn't see him coming to be? I mean, like that had to be one of the reasons he came back because he was promised a main event spot. That's the only reason that he would have come back. That's what he wanted the whole time he was here.
Yeah.
So but like I'm not a big fan of three ways, especially like Benoit and Triple H and Shawn Michaels was the last one, and that had a title on the line at least.
What about WrestleMania 30?
Well, that had a title on the line too. You're right, but I forgot about that one. That was up there with Benoit and because there was such bullshit surrounding the title. Didn't Triple H wind up throwing himself into the mix or something? Because in 16 with Reigns, he won the Rumble and won the belt. Triple H, I remember that. That was a fucking cocksucker thing to do.
I don't know. I wasn't watching wrestling then.
Ray Phoenix to debut on SmackDown 4-4 will be tonight as we're showing this. Announced on last week's SmackDown in London. So I'm sure that'll be good to have them in there because now you're getting a little bit of different kind of tag team coming into the WWE.
No, but the thing is that they're not going to be a tag team. They're Penta's
what they're going
on
to have to
SmackDown.
eventually or occasionally.
Yeah,
at least. They're too good to keep apart, I think. Don't you?
Yeah.
And finally, Aleister Black returned teased for Raw after WrestleMania. I read about that yesterday. I did not see the segment, but I mean, that's an obvious one, I would say. Aleister Black coming back.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, he's never done a goddamn thing for me. I mean, like, there's one thing I can't stand. Two things I can't stand. People who are intolerant of other people's races. And the other is the Dutch.
Counts, please take note.
Untrustworthy people, those Belgians. They share a border with the Dutch. Austin Powers. All right, on to AEW news. UFC is apparently eyeing Warner Brothers Discovery deal. ESPN deal ends this year. UFC would be on TNT, it sounds like, likely moving Collision to TBS. All just talk right now. That would be odd seeing the UFC, who that and WWE have the same owner, having the competition on there.
Yeah.
It would be very, very weird. Tony Khan preparing victory lap as AEW is set to surpass Nitro in episodes.
Yeah, that's why they're doing AEW Spring Breakthrough.
Oh, my God. Those, I have to say, those Nitro episodes, they were great. I remember when Kevin Nash cannonballed into the pool to get away from somebody because they put the ring in the pool. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
What about Nash?
I feel like I'm broadcasting to you with artillery shells coming down.
Why? You taking a dump?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I feel like I'm half deaf. What?
No, I'm just fucking around. Soraya provided an update on her AEW absence, says there isn't a place for her right now, too many people. Then she left right after that. Right after I wrote that, I read that she left, and that was on 326.
Oof, yep. She's
Good.
gone.
Let's start trimming the fucking fat a little here. Don't you think?
Yeah. What's Ryan Nemeth doing?
He's not there.
I was making a joke. Hang them for the world to see!
Ryan Nemeth And Tony Khan lawsuit update. Thank you for that. Hold on. I got it on the phone right here. All right. Ryan Nemeth came out and said he was basically served with this lawsuit. Did you hear about this shit 4 minutes before he went on stage? You know, because he's an actor. He's a Broadway actor.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. He announced this. No, he's not even a Broadway actor. It was an off-Broadway show.
Why do people say that? I mean, I don't understand the difference. Like,
it's not as an off-Broadway show. It has a certain connotation to it, you know?
Yeah. My Hamlet one-man show off Broadway. I'll take it up to Canada. They always loved me in Canada.
What's that from?
Soap dish. Your mother would know. But anyway.
I don't know. She's in there trying to fish my other ear out of the toilet. So.
Your other ear? Like you have a problem.
Yeah, I feel like I'm half deaf here. I can only talk. I'm talking to you with my earpiece.
Nemeth filed a lawsuit in February against Tony Khan, AEW, and CM Punk, alleging assault, breach of contract, breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, and intentional interference with prospective advantage. Fans can read parts of this, and here's the link. Nemeth fast forward to the weekend where he was set to debut in an off-Broadway play. He's being sued by a billionaire, he told people, and he said he never saw it coming. He thought it was ridiculous that basically Khan had him served like that. Because these guys are dicks. They like that. WWE fired Punk on his wedding day. Like, they officially fired him, which I don't know why he cared, because he left.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he was already gone for like 6 months before that, right?
Yeah, but they did that just to be assholes, that's all. And they knew they had to know he was getting married. And they held his royalty checks and shit like that. He had to take him to court for that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like Ryan Nemeth, let's just be honest. People, no one continues to give a fuck about this guy. And with good reason.
When has anyone ever cared?
But that's what I mean. No one gives a fuck about this guy. And they continue to not give a fuck about this guy, no matter what happens to him. So, like, he's not his brother, that's all. You know, he is the Marty Jannetty of the family.
Nikki, Mikey, Johnny, Mitch.
Nikki!
When we are
the Spirit Squad. I don't know if I still have that. They were awesome. I have them on one of those USB cards for WWE 12. And I used to do 3-on-2 handicap matches. And you could set up the entrance where they would come out with the little, them dancing and shit. Because they had it in the game. And I put the music in and I would have them fight DX. Because that's all I used to fight. Yeah. Mariah May's contract expires soon. Rumor was a jump to WWE.
She's not going to fucking WWE.
You say that all the time about people. Where else are they going to go if they're not going to stay there?
She's going to stay there.
MJF agrees to join the Hurt Syndicate on 326 Dynamite, only to have his invitation torn up by Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, I saw this happen. They don't want MJF in the Hurt Syndicate because they don't think he's trustworthy. But MVP thinks that he is and that they can do good business.
Big Bill and the Learning Tree make the save. Shame any of these guys have to be booked with Jericho. Wrestling Purgatory, I wrote.
Well, because originally, apparently, the plan I was reading was for the tag title match at Dynasty to be the Murder Machines, Lance Archer and Brian Cage versus the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, but yeah, this sucks. This just really, really sucks.
What?
What you're about to talk about. Keep going.
But Brian Cage was working an independent show, I think, on March 20th, and he roughed up his ankle. So
which is why I say this billionaire is paying them all this money. They should not be allowed to work these fucking indie garbage shows. What indie was he working for?
I don't know.
Well, I would like to know, because if it was GCW, fuck that.
But then, so at the last minute, they've subbed in the Learning Tree, Big Bill and Brian Keith. They're going to challenge for the tag belts, it looks like.
Yeah, and we're going to be there for that. I have to be subject to that shit. I should sue him.
You get to see the bad apple.
Ouch! I wrote about that one.
Damn right, I'm here! Respect Chris Jericho.
I would fight Brian Keith. I would beat the piss out of him.
Bad apple?
Yeah, I'd fucking spit an apple in his face like Carlito.
Red, I spit in the face of people who do not want to be cool.
Cope, the rated R accountant, Adam Copeland, and FTR to challenge the Dick Riders for the Trios title at Dynasty. Oh, goody! Yes. 2 matches I don't care about now. 2 matches with belts on the line, high stakes matches that blow dog. Why does this keep fucking happening?
Cope. A lot of people are saying that Cope's like the modern day, this isn't going to work for me, brother. Because he hasn't taken a pin his whole time in AEW.
I know. Remember we were doing like the worst booked wrestlers of AEW so far this year? His record was like he had the most matches, like the most number of matches. And just think about it. He was out for a while with a broken fucking leg. Imagine how much worse it would have been. Well, it's clear. It's clear that Tony put him in to take Punk's spot in CMFTR because now it's rated FTR. I mean,
yeah,
fucking stupid.
Again, Punk was never going to work out there.
Sure he was. He was working out fine. They were doing good business. Hey, dude, Rampage had 1 million fucking viewers. How can you say that?
Oh yeah, but the Young Bucks ruined everything. Oh,
as they usually do. The Lollipop Guild, the midgets.
I think they're still in Japan.
Good. I hope they never get a flight back. Bobby Cruz, the ring announcer, signs a new contract with AEW and ROH. And can I talk about your mom texting me about the fucking... Oh,
yeah, Death Before Dishonor is going to be in Atlantic City.
Oh, you know how many, like, and they were $300 tickets. Like, if anybody hears this, like, that is goddamn ridiculous.
Okay, someone's knocking at the door of the bunker right now. I'll be right back.
All right, hold on. Wonder what he's doing. Wonder what he dropped in the toilet this time. But anyway, Bobby Cruz, I mean, who really gives a flying fuck about a guy signing with ROH? Just say he signs with AEW. You know, that's who owns the whole goddamn thing anyway. It's retarded. Like, I honestly don't understand, like, why we even have to give a fuck about ROH anymore. It's so bad. It's not even... It's not even a developmental. Like, you send people there, you have no idea what to do with. Like, Cole Cabana's lurking around the bleachers somewhere. Chris Jericho's the champion. I mean, it's just god awful. Jericho, like, he just looks like he doesn't care anymore. Like, he doesn't take care of himself. I mean, I think he should be no diabeto pretty soon. I mean, if he gains any more weight, I mean, the fuck. Where is that little shit? It's bad enough we got to do this show over the phone. Mayday. Hello? Anyone?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I had to go off the AirPods onto the speaker. Now this one's not.
I was trying to talk for a little bit there. I was talking about who gives you shit about Bobby Cruz and who gives you shit about Ring of Honor.
I know, I heard that. But, like, the thing is, like, I was thinking about Big Slap Pro Wrestling, and they had the one homeless Heather who goes and collects tin cans around the arena. And, like, that's Cole Cabana. He goes around and collects garbage and then takes it to the pawn shop after.
He's still on the roster there. We saw it when we did Keep or Cut, which he's never a keep.
Yeah, I know. Boom, boom. Colt Cabana.
Get out, Colt Cabana. And Mina Shirakawa is about to be AEW bound exclusively. I know she's wrestled there before against
many times, yes.
Mariah May. Yeah, so. All right, on to miscellaneous. May 17th, the Crockett Cup comes to the 2300 Arena in Philly.
The Crockett Cup?
Yeah, Thom Latimer defends
Oh, God, this is NWA!
Yeah, defends NWA World Title against Rhino. Natalya also slated to appear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but it says so there.
Whatever.
Did you hear about Gail Kim getting fired by TNA? And they got a new head of creative. I don't know who it is, though. I got to look that up. So.
I don't know. The people that own TNA, they just want to try to sell it to WWE. I bet you is what happens.
I don't know, man.
Anthem, I bet you they just want to sell it.
The answer to all life's problems in wrestling is 2 words. Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
He's going to WWE next year anyway, as soon as his contract's up.
Did you hear the pop for him at the Rumble, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, but he's going there as soon as his contract's up.
Oh, fucking right he is.
Because I bet you what happens is WWE buys TNA, Anthem sells TNA to WWE, and then they'll take who they want. However small.
Yeah, they'll poach whatever they want. Yeah, they'll pick what they want and throw away the rest. Like vultures.
Just like WC. Yeah, just like what happened with WCW. And then the remnants, the people that weren't picked up, they went along with some other people, went to World Wrestling All-Stars.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Hey, you've never seen a Puffles, Whips, and Buff match.
Yeah, nor do I care to.
Buff Bagwell.
Oh, you know what other episode I was able to retrieve of the show?
What?
The one with the anus explosion at the end. I was very happy about that.
I love that match.
I haven't found another one. I found about 6 or 8 of them, and then all the packets I'm bringing in because it's random, I haven't got another one. I want to find the one with Vince, the original Vince reporting. I want to find that.
Because I was going to say that there's only one anus explosion match that's ever happened.
I know. But
AEW needs to do an anus explosion match.
It's amazing how, let me talk about this for a second. It's amazing how DTSSN has been canceled from the internet. Being canceled is such bullshit. Like, if I put that thing up there, I've emailed YouTube support so many times, and I said, just tell me what I did. Like, if it's because of what's his name? What was the guy's name?
Billy Harrington. He's a national hero.
If it's because of his cock, that I didn't say, then just tell me that. So I look for that in the future.
I still can't believe you didn't see that because it's very large and noticeable in the poster.
I don't know. I wasn't looking for no cock. It didn't look like you saw anything. It looked like whatever you saw was blurry. But
no, because the censored version is where they're wearing underwear. The uncensored version is where they aren't. Because I've seen someone with the censored and the uncensored version where they got signed copies of it.
Friend of yours?
No, this guy online who was selling it.
Yo, you were looking to buy it?
No, I can get this for free. No, I don't have a physical copy. I just got it off of archive.org.
I'm like, I know, and you sent it to me. This is the cause of all my problems.
This is the same website that I got the entirety of Batman Beyond off of.
Oh, I know. I found that on there, which is it's a great show. All I have is the movie, The Return of the Joker. That's the only one I have.
Now, this might be our best episode yet in terms of just the chaos going on.
What are you talking about?
I can't wait to listen to this episode next week. This is going to be our most chaotic one yet. Me getting shot in the ear and going half deaf, losing the other ear and having to go to speaker. So now I sound like the fucking manager from Cars.
Anyway, you're doing the Dynasty preview, right?
Yeah, let me pull it up on my phone. Here we go.
Wait, my phone. That could be my phone.
All right, we got 6 matches set.
Now, we need to extensively break this down because we are going to be there, and we do need to talk about what we're going to do. We'll save that for after. But go ahead.
Okay. Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the International Championship.
I would rather just see against Ricochet. I fucking can't stand Speedball Mike Bailey. I heard you tout him, and I watched him in that one pay-per-view, the one I texted you about the one time, and I sent you the link.
Yeah, he had a match with Mustafa Ali, I think.
Yeah, but fucking fuck that. He was awful. He sucks. He doesn't even wear shoes, but he wears shin guards.
He's a martial artist.
He's a jerk off, is what he is. Speedball. You know what speedball is? Where you snort cocaine and heroin at the same time. That's what a speedball is. That's what he named himself after. So you got drug overdose Mike Bailey, Chuck Taylor, the unathletic athletic shoe.
Wait, what? Chuck Taylor's not in this match?
No, but I'm just saying, there's stupid names.
Chuck Taylor.
I would rather see Ricochet against Kenny.
That's what's already happening. It's a three-way match.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather just see against the two of them. I'm not a big fan of three ways to begin with.
That's crazy, Bummer. And then next match. Okay, but I'm very excited for that for that match. The next match, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana for the World Championship.
Go Swerve. Johnny boy, go unclog a toilet.
There's a lot on the line. I'll be on the Apex like so long. I'll be on the house of your bones.
I'm the Tiger. Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
You got to go find the Jim Cornette episode where Brian reads the article where he does the interview with this magazine, and he does it in that voice. It's hysterical because that's the way he talks. Like, I watched that interview where he talked about where he was working on a handshake with Punk that summer, and he's sitting there with Renee, and Renee's like talks very well, and he's like, "Yeah, the week before that, I was getting suplexed on a bunch of beer cans. It was dope." I'm like, "No. You're the fucking dope. You're the fucking dope." This is why WWE waved by and never looked back, dude. Never.
That's jitsu. Fuck shit up.
All he fucks up is the finishes. And that whole thing from a couple years ago in GCW where he kisses that dude, Effie. Did you ever see that shit?
God, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, but why? Was it were they like falling in love during the match? Because Moxley put his finishing on him, and the guy was jerking off in his pants.
GCW has always been kind of a joke.
Yeah, but that's fucking ridiculous. The guy was fucking jacking himself off while Moxley's putting his finish on him. That's worse than Kenny wrestling the little kid, or whatever it was, or the blow-up doll, or...
Both. He did both.
Oh, and the Buck super kicking the little kid.
Or Joey Ryan with the penis flip.
That's unforgivable. Unforgivable. First of all, he's disgusting looking. He looks like he's a child rapist. I never was comfortable watching.
He is a sex offender.
I know. I'm not surprised. I never, he just looks like scummy.
Where was he? Where did he get big?
By this park. He used to park there and pay the little kids to sniff their shoes.
No, but I meant, where did he get, popular?
He's another one of them ass wipes from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Why do you hate PWG?
I don't. It refuses to ever... AEW has turned PWG into, the all holy grail before them. When it was just the same as every other indie at the time, where guys spent time there and they passed through. That's it.
PWG was just like the Ring of Honor on the West Coast.
Yeah, but it wasn't that great. Ring of Honor was way better. Ring of Honor was WWF. AEW was AWA on ESPN at the most.
But it had most of the same people. Most people wrestled in both.
I used to watch the the Battle of Los Angeles tournament every year. I used to get links for that and watch that every year. I watched Ricochet win it the one year. I watched Zack Sabre Jr. win it. Logan Logan, what's his name was what was his name? Never mind. But yeah, we watched your cousin used to watch this shit with me. He was like 4 years old. Like, he loves Zack Sabre Jr. But anyway, get back to the card for Dynasty. Well, we only went over the first 2 matches, so.
Harmless Tony Storm with her butler, Luther, versus Megan Bayne for the women's world title.
How's Megan Bayne fit in all this shit? Where's she coming in? You know I don't follow women's wrestling, so let me know.
You just beat the shit out of her once.
Really?
Megan Bayne just beats the shit out of the women because she's the most. She's in bionic shape, so she just destroys the women.
Uh-huh. Some guys pay good money to be treated like that by a woman.
Okay, next match. The Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Rated FTR. Pope, Cash Wheeler, and G. Gordon Liddy.
Can we just... G. Gordon Liddy for a wrestler would be better than Cope.
Yeah.
Like, his name's Cope. He should just be able to deal with everything. He should be able to cope with everything. He shouldn't even want to fight. He'd be like, all right, it's cool. I'm just going to leave now. I got it. I can cope with it. Fuck all y'all.
That could be a good gimmick. That's like the art, because that's like the video pirate gimmick that we talked about. Remember?
Sake. Yeah. Where it's like he's a pirate, but he's selling like DVDs.
Yeah,
like thumbsticks with movies on it. Like,
yeah, like
those busted fire sticks that have Cody on it. Those cracked fire sticks, so you can watch anything.
Yeah, but like he still has the Paul Burchill presentation.
Hit the music. Oh.
All right.
Anyway,
fifth match.
Keep going.
A title versus mask match. Chris Jericho with the title versus Bandito for the mask. Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor World title.
That's going to be at the show?
Yeah.
Do they have anything set in stone for Ring of Honor for Atlantic City?
No.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
I was just curious. I'd be anxious to see what they were going to say because I would like to see if it's going to be like, a South Shore wrestling card at that gymnasium.
That we went to that one time.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the last match they have on here, they must have just added this. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole for the TNT title. No time limit, no outside interference allowed.
No weight limit, no weight requirement apparently either with that little shit in it.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the boardwalk, you got to be this high to ride this ride, this tall to ride this ride.
All right, do you have anything else on the list to talk about?
Why?
I have to stop early. I have to go try to figure this thing out with my ears.
What's wrong with your ears?
My AirPods, the one that I dropped in the shitter.
No, we're about 45 minutes in. I mean,
all
right. Say good night.
Off.
Good night, everybody.
Sign off.
Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!